forgetting to film my intro. Oh my gosh, it like just clicked as I was watching my footage and figuring out how I need to edit. But what's good? It's your girl 𝕻𝖚𝖈. You already know what it is. And today's video, if you can see from the title, very much a realistic talk time, just makeup therapy for me. It's been a minute since I've done my makeup and like just sat down and just enjoyed doing my makeup. I love doing my makeup. I love being artistic. I like to express myself through makeup. I love painting my face. I love the glitz and glamour of makeup. I love it. So today is a mixture of like makeup therapy for me and just having a real talk sit down about where I am, kind of like a little life update, and then also kind of talking about real talk shit. We talk about a lot of real stuff about healing and like growing and just evolving and just a little bit of anything and everything in between. And everything that I use on my face today will be in the description. Also everything else I didn't even mention in my outro, all my socials in the description. Make sure you follow me on anything that I have and everything. And yeah, that's about it to include in the intro, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I did my primer and my brows off camera because if I do my brows on camera, we're gonna be here for a hot minute because you know me. But these are the brows for today, giving very much Disney villain, which I don't mind. I haven't done my Disney villain brows in a hot minute. I don't know what this glow is, so I like apologize for it. I don't know what's going on with my camera, my lens. I cleaned it. Excuse me. It's been like this for a couple of days. I don't know what it is. My astigmatism is screaming. It's not my contacts because I've seen it with my glasses on. So I don't know. But I don't really have a main topic. There's a few things. If you've seen from the title, I don't know what the title's gonna be. I honestly don't. I know it's gonna be like makeup therapy because it's been a hot minute since I've like done my makeup, let alone enjoyed doing it. And everything I use will be in the description as always, and I'll just mention it every now and then. But right now, Airspun, setting the primer, set the brows so nothing moves, set the lids, I guess. Oh yeah, I didn't see what I use for my brows. If you don't know, Sigma gel liner, Wicked, LA Girl Pro Concealer, and Tawny. It's used for the under part. I just realized I didn't carve out the top, but I'm fine with it because they look good. My first go around, they look good. But yeah, I don't really have. Hear me chewing. I gotta go. I'm so sorry for the chewing. If you can hear it, because I can't stand it when I can hear people chew. Mouth sounds just gross. And I wasn't really planned today. I know I wanted to film today because it's been a minute, so we're obviously gonna get into why I haven't been posting. I'm trying to get out of this phase where I like post like constantly and then I dip, or I post like maybe like a couple of videos and then I dip. I'm really trying to get back into not doing that. But we'll get further into why. I have no idea what my eye look is going to be today. I want to play around with eyeshadow because like I said, it's been a minute, so this is like makeup therapy for me. I should have planned this ahead. I might just do the look I did on Saturday because I really liked it, but I want to switch it up. But while I am looking, I'm going to be talking about so far what's been going on in my life, and what's been going on. We're like 6 months into the new year. Happy late New Year. And the funny thing is I have like 2 drafted videos that are already done, so if you guys want those, let me know. I'll put them up. I have too much storage on my phone, so I gotta figure out how to download the videos and get them uploaded. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, you girls got an idea. Alright. I already concealed the brows. It feels so weird because it's been so long since I have done like eyeshadow for real. This glowing thing is kind of driving me crazy. Where's my eyeshadow? My Morphe 𝕻𝖚 palette, and I'm trying to find my, this will work. I'm just gonna line up my eyes, but I've been realizing that I haven't been making like my life a personal, not a personal, a main priority. I've been realizing I've been putting a lot of things first that didn't really need to be put first. So in a way, my brain has really just been growing and like maturing. Like, I'm 24. I got 1 more year till my brain fully develops. So I think I'm kind of just really at that stage where I'm just growing up, and it sounds so weird to say because I still feel like I am mentally, and a lot of young adults that are around my age can fully agree that we still feel like our teen selves. I've been feeling like I was 16 since I wasn't 16 anymore, or at least 14. I still feel like I'm 14, 16, like, but I know I'm not at that age anymore. So, you know, the older you get, the more responsibilities you kind of have. It's just kind of how this world works. We all kind of wish it didn't, but guess what? It works that way. So we have to live with it. We gotta live with it. And I think it's really taken me a long time to just accept the fact you're growing up, okay? It's time to, you know, it's time to level up. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It's just time. So, and I've been doing like a lot of healing as well. I already knew that. I've been through that. I've been through that since I was like 14. Been through that because I've been through a lot of shit. Whether I got put in this situation or I put myself in that situation, or I was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Been through a lot of fucking shit. And just focusing on just really letting life take its course. I'm tired of stressing about things. I'm tired of like worrying about my next move. Okay, like, is this work? Like, am I ready? Is this like, am I ready enough to do this? I'm tired of constantly feeling like I don't know what the fuck to do. And it's okay when you don't know what the fuck to do. It's totally okay. Oh, and may I add, if you hear noises in the back, it's starting to rain. Get a little ASMR moment while we sit and talk. But I'm just really at the point in my life where I'm tired of shit going haywire, whether it's caused by me or from things I can't control. I'm tired of trying to control things that are out of my control. I'm tired of feeling triggered by things because of trauma and just experiences in general. I'm just ready to move on from shit. I really have been working on letting go of things and like not thinking about the past too much, because guess what? And this is something that I've learned, and I'm gonna stick by it. Your past is just a memory, and I am not saying this to diminish what anyone has gone through or what I have gone through, because no, if I wouldn't want someone to diminish what I've been through, why would I do that to someone else? Why would I do that? That's not okay. No, and I'm not that type of person. Especially if you confide into me what you've been through and you feel safe enough to confide in me what you've been through. No. And I'm just an empathetic person. That's just how I am. I've always been like that. I've always been understanding, empathetic. But yeah, it's like you're not there any, like, let's say, you know, it's past the past. You're not there anymore. It's okay to still feel how you did about it. Acknowledge your feelings. Acknowledge it. But also at the same time, do not let it control you. I've been learning that too, because I'm the type of person who overthinks. Worst case scenario things. I overthink. I'm an overthinker. So when it comes to me trying to not let the voices get to me, to not let the negative thoughts get to me that will trigger my depression, that will trigger me to go into a depression, that triggers my anxiety, and I'm already stressed out enough about life. No, I'm so over shit. I'm so fucking done. Like, I'm just done with so much shit. Like, I don't got time anymore. I didn't have time when I was a kid. I didn't have time when I was a teen. And I ain't got time now. It's time to wrap this shit the fuck up. Wrap the past up. Wrap it up. Tie it up in a fucking bow. And send it down the motherfucking river. Let that shit go. From someone who has a hard time letting go of shit. Honey, from the heart. I am talking from the heart. Let it go. It'd be easier said than done. Believe me, it is healing. Healing is not easy. It ain't easy. It really ain't. It don't matter from what. Whether it's something that was this big, that big. Healing ain't fucking easy. It really, and I'm not like trying to be funny. I'm really not. Healing takes a lot of fucking work. Healing makes you fucking cry. It helps you realize the ugly parts of situations, and then also it shows you what it has, caused you to be or like do. Trauma can cause you to do so many things that you wouldn't even think of. It's like, oh, so that's why I act the way I do. Listen, I'm telling you, my healing journey has made me realize so many fucking things. It really has. It really has shown me so many things, whether I have learned on my own or from others. Listen, it's so, and I've also learned that it's okay for me to like acknowledge my emotions, like how I said, acknowledge your emotions. Don't ignore them, because the more you ignore them, the stronger it fucking gets. Trust me. Trust and believe me. If you look up ignoring in a book, my face is there. Because I can ignore something or somebody, especially if I feel like that someone has upset me. And when I was a kid, I did not like talking about anything. I did not like talking about my emotions. I hated talking about my feelings. I hated it. I hated crying. But now that I'm older, when I feel the emotion of crying, when I feel it, the emotion of sadness, and it's building up, sometimes I let it build up so that I can finally release it. But I still kind of feel like that's not really healthy for a way of me doing it. But hey, it works for me. But I don't want to constantly feel like I have to degrade myself with triggering thoughts just to make me cry. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, I know I've kind of went on a ramble in between like life and then healing, but it's part of the same fucking thing. You're gonna listen, healing, what I learned, healing has no ending point. Healing ain't got no ending point. You're gonna continue healing for the rest of your fucking life. Healing doesn't stop, honey. It don't stop. Because we're going to have, throughout our lives, we're going to constantly have points in our lives where it's like, shit, where it may be more, detrimental than other times. We're going to have those moments. Healing don't stop. Healing don't stop. My advice is, if if there is something in your body, in your spirit telling you it is time, listen to that voice, that feeling. I don't even care if you get it in a dream. Listen. That's your signal. It's time. Because then that's showing you that it's time to move on to better and greater things. It really is. It is time. It is time. It is time. And I am just now, the beginning of this year and the end of last year, I started my deep dive into healing. And I was going through some shit myself, other people, and I feel like I felt like my spirit, my whole, like, just my whole being, I felt the life in me was being just sucked out and just drained. I really did. But this is my advice. If this is your sign that you've been looking for on when you should start your healing journey, now. Do it now. You will not regret it. It is scary. Trust and believe me. Healing it's scary. It can be ugly. It can be dark. I don't care what anyone tells you. People make it seem healing is like, oh my gosh, oh, rays and sunshine. It can be. It can be, but not 100% of the time, honey. It is not all sunshines and rainbows and gumdrops and sweetness. This shit is ugly. Healing is ugly. But guess what? You'll feel good afterwards. Healing's a journey. If it takes you 2 years to move on from one single event in your life that has happened, I don't care if it happened 10 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 6 weeks ago, 50 years ago, 10 decades ago, you won't continue healing. You gonna keep going, and you ain't gonna stop. This is me telling you, keep going, don't stop, because there were so many times where I was like, you know what? I can choose to be a bitter ass bitch. I could have chosen to be the bitterest person in the world and just blame my problems on everyone else, even if it doesn't involve them. But yeah, this is my sign. This is your sign to keep going. Start your healing journey now. Keep going. Start it. You're gonna be okay. Like I said, it's ugly. You depending on how your life was, because listen, everyone's life is different, and I'm pretty sure we all know this. Everyone's experiences, I don't care if we've had similar experiences. I don't care. But the way that it went about can be absolutely different. I don't care if we had the same issues that with other people. I don't care if we can relate on the same thing, but guess what? How it affects us, completely different. Could have went through the same thing, but affected us differently. You got what I'm saying? So yeah, and if you feel like that you can't talk to anyone, or you feel like it's okay, I talk to myself. I talk to myself. If I feel like there's something that's deeply like affecting me and I don't want to talk to anyone about it, get you a journal, or grab a journal that you have, find a blank page, just write it down. You ain't got to keep the page. You ain't got to keep it. You don't got to keep it. If you don't want to remember, if you don't want, like I said, you don't want to keep it, tear it out, rip it up, throw it away, burn it, do whatever you want, as long as you're being safe. Please, if you're going to burn it, if you're going to choose fire, be safe with it. Please be safe. Don't want you burning yourself or your house down. We don't want that. Oh yeah. And I use my Celestial Thunder palette, and I use the shade Zero Gravity. But yeah, what was I saying? I have a lot of things that I want to talk about. There's a lot of things. Oh, okay. So since it's on my mind right now, I'm gonna just speak on it. So, and kind of one of the other reasons why I have been not making content on here is because, like I said in the beginning, I've been focusing on making certain things in my life a priority instead of other things that I've been doing for like the past like 2 or 3 years that I've been making a priority when it wasn't really benefiting me. Your girl has made her own business. It still feels weird to say this. It really does. And here's why. I've never thought, since the age I was like 6 or like 7, okay, 6 and 7-year-old me wanted to be a fucking pop star. She wanted to be on stage. She wanted to be a performer. I still want to be a performer. Your girl wanted to be on stage. Your girl wanted to be a performer. Okay, she wanted to be a little pop star. She wanted everyone to know who she was. The little me just wanted to be in the spotlight, and I still do. Best believe. it's just that some things, just like I said, need to become a priority right now than something. But yes, your girl has her own business, and I'm going to go into what it is. I'm using the wrong brush. I'm gonna explain what it is that I do and what I sell. Your girl makes press-on nails for anyone and everyone, where we allow ourselves to express ourselves through nail art and nails, because who doesn't want bomb ass nails that just screams them, or just screams their whole personality and their whole like aesthetic like style and nails. Obviously I ain't got them on right now. I was going to, but I don't feel like it today. I'm gonna have everything in the description. Set by Martini, that's me. Hi, how you doing? If you're new, it's me. I'm Martini. That's me. Set by Martini. I will have all the links in the description where you can shop, and then to see our Instagram. Most of the information is on Instagram. You'll see everything there. I have highlights. I'm out of breath. Everything's there. So yeah, but I want to maybe make a separate video on my experience of how I've gotten to this point where I am now. So that might be a future video. If you want that, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know. I'll do it. We'll say I've had a lot of like ups and downs with the whole process of it, and that's okay. That's just how life is. You have ups and downs. We're gonna have those. We're gonna have those days where things are just not going to really fall into place how we like it. And that's when I've kind of just let go of expectations. For a lot of stuff, I let go of expectations in people. I let go of expectations in just so many things. I've learned you can have expectations, do not get me wrong. You can have them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't have expectations. And it's like, kind of just be a little bit more realistic with it. And I've kind of had to tell myself that. And it really hurts to say that because I'm a delusional ass person. Delusional. That's me. I've been delusional since I was like the age of 10. It's just gotten stronger over the years. That's what I've just learned. Delusional, that's me. I am very much delusional, and I can be. I messed up my eye on this side. But yeah, expectations, I've kind of just really let go of expectations and just letting go of things that I have no control over, because why? If I don't have control over it, why should I try to have control over it if it can't happen in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't make sense. I've been really excited about this whole nail business thing. There's so many other things that I want to do too, but this is going to be the main thing. I have a list of many other things that I want to do besides that, especially since it's the summertime now, and just for this year in general, I want to go and do new things. I don't have to try and do new things like every single like day. And I feel like kind of society and people make you think that, especially when it's the summertime, that you gotta do like all these things. You gotta at least go to like 50 parties. You gotta like buy a whole bunch of things, and you gotta like do this and this and this and this. I mean, you don't have to. You really don't have to. It's your life. Do whatever the fuck you want to do with your life. Like, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, cause that's me. I do that shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I do what I want. And I feel really happy to like start getting back into like recording, because I miss making YouTube videos. And there's a lot of things that I kind of just want to do that I feel like I didn't have the capacity for mentally last year. Like, I know I made videos last year. That's when I made most of my content. Most uploaded content that I've ever thought that I was going to do on here. I'm having brain fog. I really was not prepared for this. There was like at least like 3 main point things I want to talk about. It's a long ass fucking video. I'm just rambling. So if everything doesn't seem like it's making sense, I'm sorry. Because I'm not making sense. But yeah, I'm just, wait a minute. There's no mirror on that. There is no mirror. I messed up this eye. I messed it up. I don't know what to do to fix it. I was trying to do this. don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Honestly, don't even know. But back on the topic of healing, I want to share some other like friendly advice. I don't really talk much about like spirituality and stuff like that, but I have been on my spiritual journey since 2021 when I got my heart broken by someone that didn't deserve it. It's, you know what, it's you know what, complicated. Okay, let's situationship. It was a situationship, and I got shown the signs, ignoring the signs. So in a way, I feel like I kind of did it to myself, because I was being shown the signs, I was ignoring them, not blatantly. It kind of, my brain works differently. My brain just works differently. I don't know what to tell you. But I was ignoring the signs, got my heart broken, started my, not so much villain era. I'm not even going to call it that. I'm not even going to call it that. I'm not even going to say it was a villain era. But I started my fuck people era. Because people pissed me the fuck off. I pissed myself the fuck off. So I was very much in, I'm fed up. I'm not giving my heart to anybody else. I'm done. I'm in my villain era, bad bitch era. I'm not giving my heart to anyone. I'm closed off. No relationships. I'm going to focus on me, which is not a bad thing. Because guess what? You can still focus on yourself when you're in a relationship. You can still do that. But I was very much, fuck relationships. I don't need nobody, which is facts. I don't need nobody. I keep getting my heart broken. Why did I let this happen to myself? You know, boohoo crying. And I don't know why, but this time around, like, I've had my heart broken. I'm gonna say I've had a lot of disappointments and just a lot of expectations where the expectations weren't even there in the fucking first place. I was just having a lot of moments where I was like, oh my gosh, they're the one, are they the one? And then boom, heart's broken. But what was I even saying? You see how I lose track of myself? Where is my freaking brush? But my healing journey started after I was tired of having my heart broken. I was tired of being just picked as the nothing serious girl. But I was just tired of just letting myself just be in these predicaments where I'm attracted to somebody and thinking that they're attracted to me mutually, when then all they want is just to use me and just take, and they ain't giving me shit. If anything, they're giving the bare fucking minimum. How about that? If anything, the bare fucking minimum. And just letting myself go through that. Just no. But there was a lot of times where I have restarted my journey as a whole. But a lot of moments where I was like, you know what? Healing journey, my spiritual journey as a whole. My spiritual journey kind of triggered me to get into my healing journey because it's like tied in. And let me clarify when I say spiritual journey for me, because a lot of people just like to think when they hear spiritual, it's you're doing witchcraft and you're doing all this, you know, God-defying stuff and like, unholy things. That's not me. Okay, I am very much a believer. Don't consider myself a Christian per se. I don't. Sounds confusing. I know. It does to me too, and I'm the one that's saying it. Sounds confusing, but that's just where I'm at right now in life. I do not see myself as a Christian, but do I believe that God, Jesus, and the Holy Christ exist? Yes. Yes, I do. For me, spirituality to me is becoming my best self, healing from my trauma and my triggers, growing mentally and emotionally, moving on for greater and better things, not letting myself just be stuck and just being and just like not feeling. hopeless. Like, I don't want, no, I'm tired of feeling like that. There's just been so many times where I was just in so many, like, depressive states. I don't want that no more. I don't want it. Things are falling. I don't want that anymore for myself. I'm tired of, like, not having the energy, and it's gonna happen. It's not guaranteed that I'm not going to be having moments where I'm not gonna feel like I'm not hitting a low point or in the gutter. We're gonna have those moments. That's just life. And, you know, it's a matter of how you deal with it. It's just a matter of how you deal with it. Anastasia Glow Kit. I got my hands on this 2 weeks ago. I think at most. I'm so excited. I love this. My favorite is Marshmallow and maybe Gumdrop. I'm gonna use Marshmallow. I think I'm gonna use it on my lids, and also with another product. I got this off of Temu, and when I tell you this is a shimmer, when I tell you this stuff is so fucking shimmery, but this shit gets everywhere. So be careful with this when you use it. But I'm gonna go in with Marshmallow first, and I'm just gonna go with my fingers. Like, look at this. Do you see? I don't even know you can see that because of the stupid lens. I don't know what to do it, but I'm gonna put this on my lid. But it's just showing me, healing journey has shown me so many things within myself in ways that I can help myself, and so has spirituality as well. It really has, and I am very grateful for my journey. Very, very grateful for what I have been shown, and just allowing myself to just take on this journey, because like how I stated before in the beginning, this isn't easy. Anything isn't easy. No matter how easy people may think it is, if you're looking from an outsider's perspective. Like I said, this shit ain't for the fucking weak. Nothing ain't for the fucking weak. If you ain't ready, don't force yourself to start. If you want to give yourself some time on something, and just in general, just give yourself some time before you want to jump into shit. Because sometimes it may work jumping into shit, sometimes it may not. It depends. Everyone's different. Everyone's experiences are different. Because we're all different. Okay? Because we are our own individual person. I'm going to try and use this on the spoolie thing. Because before, I would just take my fingers and do it, but I want to see what it looks like when I do the thing. It looks nice. I don't know if y'all can see it. You can kind of see it, just a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I've learned. First starting, and then where I am now, I have evolved and grown so much as a person, just emotionally and mentally. Like, and I'm very grateful and blessed, like I said, that I decided to let myself just let it flow, because there's been so many times during this when I just tried to take control of things that I couldn't control, and worrying about things that I can't control. Listen, worrying is what I do. I worry about things because that's all I've done most of my life, is worry. And also I got anxiety. So anxiety kind of just amps it up just a little bit, just amps it up, which I hate sometimes. I hate having anxiety, but I've gotten better. I'm not as I don't have many anxiety attacks anymore, panic attacks. I don't get as nervous anymore when I go, especially when I go out. I don't get as nervous anymore when I go out. I'm not as frightened to be around people. I'm not as frightened to be around strangers. Speak my mind, say my P's and Q's. I don't speak my mind as much. Still, like I said, I've just been shown a lot of things, whether I've shown myself or someone has said something, and then it's an eye opener for me, and it's just oh, And then it kind of just triggers, it's like, oh, it's like that's what I need to do for myself. Like someone could be talking about their own experiences and then make you think, oh, that might be something I probably have to do as well. You know what I mean? Like there's just so many things that can just be eye openers for you. And it's just crazy. Going in with my powder foundation Toffee for around my face, and then I'm using the Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage up to 16 hours powder foundation Toffee, and this is Golden Caramel. I use this in my highlight points, and we're just gonna go ahead and do the outer portion of my face. Flat brush, other one's another flat angle brush, but I want to share some things that I've learned so far. I've set expectations. I've said that. Don't hold high expectations for someone. I don't care how long you've known them for. I don't care if you just met somebody, or even situations you just map out how you think it is, because if it doesn't, or at least if you're going to hold a high expectation for something, at least make sure you remind yourself that if it doesn't end up meeting maybe like your expectation all the way, just remind yourself, even if it doesn't, it's okay. Do not get upset. I mean, you can be upset. You can be upset, but don't like be like hysterical about it. But guess what? If you gotta be hysterical about it, be hysterical. Because I realized with me, I kind of have to be hysterical. Just a little bit. I kind of realized that in order for me to get over something, if it doesn't meet my expectations, I gotta be hysterical. I've come to the realization of that. Be hysterical. If you gotta, like, you know, whine about it, you know, have a hissy fit, you know, have a hissy fit in your room. Like me. I have hissy fits in my room because I realized that I kind of have to have hissy fits. It makes me feel better in the end after like crying for like an hour and being disappointed. And I think that has to go with me being disappointed most of my life. So, and then my other advice would definitely be, I just realized I didn't put concealer on. Okay. But the other advice that I have, shit, it went up my fucking head. Oh, people are always not going to understand you. People are not going to understand you 100% of the time. And kind of like how I said before, even if you go through similar experiences, there's some points where people are not going to understand you. And that's kind of just in general, but that's what I kind of learned on my healing journey. Allow yourself to know that everyone is not going to understand what you're saying if you're sharing what you've been through, or how something or someone is making you feeling. Learn that the hard way. Just remind yourself that if you're talking to somebody and they say, or they kind of are like giving like the body language or like the feeling that they're not really understanding why it seems like such a big deal for you, like, just don't let it get to your head. Like, I've learned that when I think I'm confiding in someone that's I feel like that is going to understand me, and then it's like they don't, gotta remind yourself, everyone ain't you. Everyone ain't you. Everyone's not going to see this. Everybody is not going to see things the same way as you, even if you share similar, like, maybe like ideology and stuff like that. Just don't get too upset when someone explains or says that they don't really understand fully, or just can't understand the concept of what you're trying to say. Because guaranteed, not everyone's gonna understand. Maybe not fully, like how I said, maybe not fully, but yeah, and that's just how life is. And then my other one, which I kind of said already in the beginning of this video, but I'm gonna just word it differently. If you are surrounded by people who do not have your best interest at heart, or if you are doing something that you know just holds no value to you, or just you are starting to realize that it doesn't have the best interest in your favor, it's okay to let it go. I've learned, especially coming from, I am a major future people pleaser. I've always been like that since I was a kid, because I was scared to let people go, because I was scared that once they left, they weren't going to come back. I've always been like that since I was a kid. I've always had that, like, attachment thing. But, I mean, I still get kind of scared if people are going to end up, like, leaving me, no matter what relationship we have. I still get scared that it's just going to happen, whether it happens abruptly or I don't know about it at all. And it's, you know what? I'm not going to force people or anything to stay when it is not serving me, or where I feel like I am being mistreated. If I feel like I am being mistreated by someone, whether I choose to say something about it or not, I've just learned, you know what? Like, eventually you're gonna have to, you don't have to, but if you feel like if it's becoming a going on thing with someone specifically, and you just realize that it's now the time to talk about it, it's like, hey, because sometimes we do things without even realizing we're doing something, whether it's affecting someone else or sometimes even ourselves, you know, because like we just get caught up in our own world, in our own heads, and what we're doing sometimes. But, or if you have expressed to someone that, hey, you doing this makes me feel this way, and they either say, okay, and they keep doing it knowingly, because sometimes people just choose to just not give a fuck, or they just don't see it as a big deal and will continue what they're doing, especially if you don't make it known. They're going to keep continuing because they're just going to be thinking it's another thing. If you tell someone that you feel like they are not respecting you, and they clearly show the signs that they do not give a fuck, and they're not trying to understand at least, or trying to not make it change, cut that person off. Obviously, they're not doing you any fucking good. Plain and fucking simple. Because why? It's, I don't want to say waste of space, because that's just mean as fuck. I don't like calling people a waste of space. That's just, that just seems like a major low. That's just low. Like, imagine someone calling you a waste of space. Fucking insane. Like, what? It's like, well, I can think of worser things. But, well, I use my Maybelline City Bronzer 300. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in 20 for baking. Yes, 20. This is going on longer than I thought it was. It really is. But I just wanted to talk about just a lot of things. Okay, I got a lot of things that I want to express and talk about. There's trust me, there's a lot of other things. But I choose not to most of the time, because sometimes it just doesn't need to be said. And sometimes it's just not a big fucking deal. Some things just don't need to be said. Some things just don't need to be talked about. Sometimes it's just, in this, like, I've always kind of wanted to make videos like this. Talking about, like, real talk shit. Just real talk. Just me being, like just real shit. Like, I don't want this page just to be, like, beauty. I want to, like, have sit-downs, doing my makeup, or just having a sit-down and just talk about real-ass shit. That's where I'm at the point now. It's like, I can still do beauty shit and talk real-life shit. let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. I just thought this would be like a really good thing for me, especially since, as I stated, it's kind of hard for me to talk about certain things, because some points in my life I never really felt safe enough to talk about certain things without feeling like I'm gonna get sent somewhere because of how intense I may be feeling about something. So most of the time I have kept a lot of things to myself, and that's okay. I've said this, if you don't feel comfortable talking about something, knowing that maybe some person's gonna have some type of reaction to it, that, like, let's say if the person you confide into the most they kind of just blow it up and kind of exaggerate it more, and then it's like, oh my gosh, sometimes it can be a little tiring talking about issues sometimes, especially for me. Sometimes if it's the same thing, I don't like talking about the same thing over and over again that's bothering me, because then it makes me, for one, feel like a burden when I know I'm not. Especially if the person says it's okay for me to talk about something with them. But, you know, for those who probably understand me, when you feel like a burden just talking about something to someone, knowing that it's kind of like a negative topic, or it just brings negative feelings, you know? So, yeah, but it's okay to talk about feelings. It's okay to express your feelings to someone who you feel like has done you wrong, or who you feel like has just hurt your feelings. It's okay. But if it's to the point where, like, you express it to them and they keep doing the shit, and then you tell them, it's like, hey, you know, I told you about how they feel, and they just don't give a fuck, cut that shit out. Especially unhealthy shit. Not even just people, unhealthy shit. If you realize that you are doing something that is unhealthy, you don't have to go cold turkey with it. Take your time. Some things you can do cold turkey. Just cut it straight off. But if you feel the need to take time with something, do it. Take your time. Take your time with things. Take your time in life. Don't feel like you have to be doing things like this. Please don't. I felt like that my whole entire fucking life. Don't rush it. Society wants you to think that you gotta rush it. Take that information as you go. Society makes you think you have to rush it. You really, really don't. Don't rush your life, especially if you are young. Do not feel like you have to rush into things because society or your friends or your family members tell you so. This is your life. You're on your time. Take your time. Do not rush, because rushing is just going to make you stressed out. You might give yourself gray hairs trying to stress and rush. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But on some more positive notes, I don't even know shit. I've talked about everything that I want to fucking talk about. There's nothing else that I wanna. I mean, I can talk about my goals for this summer. We can do that. Some goals that I have this summer are to, like, at least, you know, try some new things. I don't have a destined number of things that I want to try, or like certain things. What I definitely want to do, I want to start going to parks more. I want to find some parks to go to since I'm in a new area. It's been a year since I have lived in this home in the area that I'm in. I love where I am. It's so more exciting than where I lived for like the past 14 plus years. Even though it's really hectic where I am because everyone drives fucking crazy on the fucking road. Everyone drives crazy. I already have road anxiety. I already got it. I already got driving anxiety. There are some places that I want to go. I want to go find some parks. I want to make new friends. I want to try new things. Not even just this summer, but just like the whole like year. And just all the time, every time, anywhere, everywhere, over here, over there. I'm just being silly right now. But I want to at least find a park to just sit at. It makes me think, like, when I see other people, especially on TikTok, they go to like parks, or just on Instagram too, like sitting in parks and just looking like aesthetically pleasing. I don't want to go there just to look aesthetically pleasing. I want to be more, I want to be out in nature more. I want to appreciate nature with all the shit that's going on in this fucking world. I want to appreciate something besides me and what I got and who I got with me. You know, I want to like go do things. I already have something set for July and I am excited, but there's a lot of things that I want to do this summer. I want to at least get 4 more tattoos, if not 6. I already have 1. Got this baby right here. I need at least 3 more piercings. That's a need. I need to get my vertical lip red. I need to get my Medusa. Heck, maybe I'll even get my double nostril. I need something. I need something thrilling and exciting to happen. Because this is my summer. I'm gonna be outside. Not all the time. Not like crazy all the time. I don't gotta be out in the summer all the time. I don't gotta be outside the house all the time. I don't mind being inside because I have fun inside too. You can have fun inside. You can have fun inside too. And that's what I plan on doing. Having fun inside and outside. This look has turned into something that I wasn't even thinking about. But I'm like, I realize I'm not even like halfway through done. I kind of am with my base, with my makeup. I realize that. Yeah, I want to go outside. I want to go party with friends, new friends, whether I make friends online, in person. I made a TikTok about this where I was like, I'm not crazy about spending a whole bunch of money. I don't mind spending a little bit of money, but I'm not too crazy about spending money. What I want to do, I want to make money. Okay, we gonna make money this summer and this whole year. Not even just this summer. We making money this whole year and for the years to come. For the years to come and now. I think it's gonna rain again. It's raining again. I'm very upset. My other blending brush is missing, and I don't want to use this other one that I have because it's gonna jack everything up. But I ain't got nothing really else to talk about, really. I said everything that I wanted to say. I really did. In the beginning. I don't really know what else to talk about. It's been an hour already. It's been an hour already. Am I gonna contour? I don't think I am. I don't feel like contouring, so you know what? I'm gonna wipe my nose base off, like underneath the chin. I don't feel like contouring today. Do not feel like it today. But yeah, life so far has been pretty good. A lot of exciting things has happened. A lot of breakthroughs. A lot of, you know, a lot of ups and downs have happened. April was a roller coaster for me, kind of. Emotionally. It's been a roller coaster emotionally for me. Like, I've had a lot of ups and downs because I was kind of like putting all this pressure on me because I feel like I wasn't doing enough for myself, and I have a tendency to really think that I'm not doing enough for myself when things take time, because I will admit, back on expectations, I do hold a lot of expectations for myself and how things should go, especially when it's things out of my control. I hold a lot of expectations for things out of my control. And it's been a process and a journey of telling myself that I cannot be in control of everything. Because I do certain things in my life I like to be in control of. Like, I have to be in control of it. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just the thing that I have. But I remind myself, it's like, hey, if it doesn't work out how you want it to, you need to just leave it alone. Try again, maybe like in the next hour or so, or in the next couple of minutes, or give yourself a break. Give yourself like a 2-day break, and then come back to it and try again. That's just what I've learned about myself, that I just need to let things take its course and to not stress out about it. I have this. Do you see this bump? Look at this. Look at that. I'll cover it up. But yeah, I have done a lot of growing in a lot of areas of my life, and I'm very blessed, very grateful for it, because I am not the same person that I was 2 years ago. Definitely am not. And I'm really proud of myself for all the things that I've accomplished throughout my life, especially these last 3 years. I am so, like, just grateful for how far I have come. Because on another real note, I really didn't think I would make it this far. Like I said, I'm 24. I didn't think I was going to make it this far. That's just real shit. Didn't think I was going to make it this far. This is just me being 100% authentic. And there's a lot of people that can agree with me on that, like, real shit. Like, some of us did not believe we'd make it this far because of the shit that we've been through, or just because of mental, I don't like to say mental issues, but mental health. And me, I am a big advocator for mental health, and just trying to just help ourselves be in a state of where we just feel content, because mental health plays a big part in how we feel about ourselves, how we view the world, how we view our lives, and just so many things. Like me, like how I was saying, where I didn't think I would make it this far. I've had so many moments where I was just like, what if I just gave up? Like, what if I just went back to my old ways of how I felt and how I was when I was younger? Imagine if I didn't choose to change. Imagine if I didn't choose to try, no matter how bad in a funk that I was, because I've been in worse funks. Oh my gosh. That will be another video. We'll talk about that in another video. But I think back and I look back at my younger self, who was just going through so much shit internally. It came from feeling depressed and anxious every single fucking day of my life since I was in school and out of school, to I feel like living. I don't feel like I need to survive. I feel like living. And sorry, contacts killing me. It's just insane. And I'm happy for myself. I really am. I try to remind myself to, like, celebrate myself more. Did that. You got yourself through that, whether you had help or not. It's like, because no one else is gonna help me if I don't help myself. Because if no one else is gonna help you, how are you gonna help yourself? Or if you just wait for others to help you, how are you gonna help yourself? Well, if there's no one for it to help you, if you just continue to wait on people to help you, it's not. No, you're just gonna be playing the waiting game if it's only on something that you can help yourself with. I kind of lost my train of thought because stuff was falling over the place. I'm gonna do my lashes off camera and I'm gonna be right back. Put my lashes on. I've been really in love with these lashes. The only thing is, it covers up my eyeshadow just a little bit, and I also have hooded eyes, so it kind of makes eyeshadow really difficult for me and a lot of other people because I ain't got that much lid space. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, I gotta do another highlighter. Where's my other highlighter at? No, oh, and I've also, another exciting thing, this has been another like journey for me, learning multiple languages. I really have been slacking on my learning, especially with Espanol and my Korean. I've been wanting to learn Korean for the longest, and I have, but I get sidetracked because I got ADHD. So I have been trying to get back on learning Korean and just being consistent with it, because the thing is with ADHD, once you start a project, sometimes it's hard to be consistent. It really is, because you get excited and then you get burnt out, and then it's like, and that's just not just with people in ADHD, with ADHD, but it's more common with people who have ADHD who tend to start projects because it seems fun, and then they get burnt out and they don't want to do it anymore, and then it takes them like months to get back into it. But I want to be more disciplined in learning languages and a whole bunch of other things, but I want to be at least semi-multilingual by the end of the year at most. I've been like, and I've heard that just saying kind of just random words in a language that you want to learn kind of helps you memorize it better, but I want to get to the point where I can memorize sentences and words that I can put together in a sentence that won't sound stupid and make sense. So, and I kind of did in this, but I was like, ¿Dónde está? That's like my thing to say when I'm looking for something. I'll be like, ¿Dónde está mi teléfono? I'm like, where's my phone? ¿Dónde está mi mira? My mirror. I don't know how you say mirror in Spanish. I did that. I'm like, ¿Dónde están mis glasses? I'm like, oh, glasses está aquí. That's like my thing to say. And just to learn like little things along the way. But I am trying to get myself to be consistent in a lot of things this year. Being consistent is one of the main goals this year with things that I want to do and things that I love, because it's and I try to allow myself to take breaks as well, because sometimes you just need breaks no matter what it is. Especially for me, I get burnt out really easily. It ain't that hard for me to get burnt the fuck out. It really don't. I realize that I'm not the type of person that hustles. I'm not a hustler. I could try and be a hustler, yeah, but I ain't no hustler. I like to take my time with shit. I like to be on my time. Now, you ain't gonna try and rush me with shit when I can enjoy the process with it and take my motherfucking time. Shit ain't going nowhere. I just accept it. When I try to tell myself, oh, I need to do this and this and this and this and this, unless it's necessary and I need to do it right the fuck away, then that's different. But if it's something that it's like, you know what, I'm not going to rush it, it ain't going to take me that much time, or you know what, no, not rushing shit. I'm not doing it anymore. No, I'm so done with trying to rush it. I'm done. I only rush when necessary. No. Tired of, no. Just, no. I'm done. I was saying this morning with my mom, because she was listening to a sermon about, like, the pastor was talking about being strong. I was like, I'm tired of being strong. I'm done. I've been strong all my life. I'm done. I'm tired of being strong. I want a break. I need a break. Like, a 3-day break. Maybe a week at most. Heck, a month. But shit, no, I need breaks. Life gives me headaches. Life is just stressful. And guess what? Life ain't supposed to be easy. We all wish it is. I don't care what age you're at right now. We all wish that life at some point was easier than it was when shit happened. I'm hungry. I realize when I don't make sense, brain to the moon too fast, or I'm hungry as fuck. And I think it's time for me to eat again. I had 4 tacos this morning. They were delicious because I made them. They were delicious. Oh wait, I didn't put this on my nose. Gotta put it on the nose. That's like the best part. Highlighter on the nose is like the best part besides the cheeks. It's the best part. Like, look at that. I'm a freaking glazed donut. Like, you can't tell me that I'm not blanging. Oh, that was... I'm blanging. You can't tell me that I'm not, like, bedazzled right now. Like, look at me. I can't sing that. Get copyrighted. Can't sing that. Boo. 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 I don't know what lip I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna do my go-to, but I have to grab my bag. And also, I restarted my workout journey with all the resources that I have, and that's okay. I work with what I got. I mainly work out from home. No, what am I talking? Mainly, I do work out from home. I don't got a gym right now, nor have I chosen one to choose from. So I just choose to work out at home because it's what I got, and what I use has helped me a ton. I will say this for my other like workout lovers: if you don't have a gym, and let's say you work out from home, but you want to work out like you're in the gym at home, but you ain't got equipment, you ain't got weight, grab a backpack, put some heavy ass shit in it, use that. If it's too heavy, take some shit out. That's what I do when I was like, but I ain't got weights, how am I supposed to build muscle if I ain't got weights? And not saying that you can't build muscle without weights, it just might take you longer depending on how your body is, because everyone's body is different. Not everyone builds muscle in the same time frame. I don't like, and one fitness influencer on TikTok, she said this, just because you do the same workouts that somebody else does doesn't mean you're gonna get the same results, because everyone's body is different. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, it's common sense. Just because you want to look like someone else doesn't mean, and if you do the same shit doesn't mean you're gonna look exactly like them. Like, and I was like, you know what, facts. That is just so fucking true. It's just common fucking sense. It really is. But I think society, especially when it comes to body image, makes people forget, and just makes people automatically think that if you do this, you're gonna turn out to look like this. No, it doesn't work like that. It can leave some people disappointed, where it's like, oh man, because they're imagining that they're gonna look like this person if they do that. You're gonna look like you. Everyone's bodies are different. We're all not gonna look the same. But yeah, it kind of was just like, oh my gosh, like, you know what? They're right. Because I would do stuff. I would follow other people's advice. Not even just with working out, but just with so many other things. And they'd be like, you want to get this body like me? You want to get these muscles like me? You got to do this. You got to do what I do. And then people get disappointed when they don't look like them. Because you're not going to look like them, sweet. You're not. Like, not even trying to be mean. It's just real shit. On the internet, people forget to be realistic about shit. Because, not to say it's clickbait, but because telling someone that they can achieve this by doing this step by step, and then when someone does it step by step, doesn't turn out for them, backlash. That's just kind of how it is. It looks like I got a mustache. Crazy. I realized that I was supposed to put my lip gloss on last, and then line my lips, because it's not as pigmented. I'm just gonna finish my lips and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just did my lips and I did my little moles off camera. I don't think I'm gonna put any earrings in. I was gonna switch out my tunnels, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. My ears are pretty irritated right now. I was gonna put my white, you know me, if I was gonna put my white ones on, because I like those better, and they make my lobes look bigger because they are bigger. But I'm gonna just talk about little itty bitty things, and look, I'm gonna give some words of encouragement right now as I put my rings on, as I finish up this video. Looking back at the footage as I was doing my lips, I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much brain fog and just so much like repeating. And that's just how I am. Like how I said before, I didn't really plan what I wanted to talk about first and how I wanted to talk about it. I just wanted to talk about shit because it just needs to be fucking said. Shit just needs to be said sometimes without a fucking plan. Sometimes you just gotta do shit without a plan. And sometimes it's more fun that way and more like, I don't know. It's just something about just saying stuff off the whim. Sometimes. There's just some things that just don't need to be fucking said. I think I said that. Some shit just doesn't need to be fucking said. Keep it to yourself. just about it. Just keep it to yourself. If you know that you might get some feedback about it, don't do it. If you know that people are gonna be questioning your judgment, don't do it. Just don't do it for your own sake. Don't do it. Cause I gotta tell myself that. As much as I be wanting to post shit, and then I be looking back at the shit and it don't make fucking sense. It's like, you know what? This gonna stay in the drafts. Put it on private. Lock it up. No one's gotta see this. Like, there's been times where I wanted to say shit. One, it's just unnecessary. Two, bitch, you just want to do this shit for fucking attention. Like, you gotta call yourself out sometimes. It's like, you just want to talk about this because you want attention. Ain't nothing wrong with attention, but it's the kind of attention that you get, I guess. Brain fog. I need food. But as I'm looking back, I'm pretty sure there will be some parts that I do need to cut out just to make it look cohesive. But other than that, I'm satisfied with how this video came out. Just stuck my rings. Nope, it is upside down. Got my jewelry on. Got my bracelets on. Love me my bracelets. I love my bracelets. I used to hate wearing bracelets and having a whole bunch. But now I like it. I don't have as much necklaces on right now. I don't feel like getting up again. My knees hurt. Okay? Knees hurt. They crack every time I bend them. Squat down, get up. They cracking. Everything's cracking. My back's cracking. My shoulders cracking. My hips crack. My knee cracks. My ankles crack. My neck cracks. my collarbones crack. It's just too much. There's too much shit that's just going on with me right now. That making it stressing it out more is just gonna make it hurt more. Don't know where that came from, but period. Where's my fan? Wait. Oh, it's the wrong way. Ah, it says shade. I think I introduced this fan in one of my other videos. But yes, feels so much better. Ah. But yes, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this conversation that I have decided to have. I got a lot of stuff planned. I gotta clear up storage on my phone, and like I said before in the video, I got 2 videos already done, made. They're done. If you want them, let me know in the comments below, and I will figure out a way to get them uploaded. If you like this video so far, I hope you enjoyed, and may I make more videos in this year, this summer. Lots of I want to do content-wise everywhere that I've been holding back on just because I had to make my life a priority. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, post notifications so you know that I will be posting, so that you will be the first one to see it, because everyone wants to be like first like, first comment. Subscribe if you want to see this face more, you know, because who wouldn't want to see this face? Where I will definitely be having more sit-down talks like this. I've always wanted to do sit-down talks like this. So there will be more to come. This won't be the only one. Share with a friend, family member, or who you think will like my content, like seeing this face, like what I do, like what I talk about, da-da-da. You know, I think it's everything. Like, comment, share, subscribe, post notifications, share with a friend, share with somebody, share with anybody. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Deuces!